My name's Kalyn Dorheim. Thanks for tuning into this video where Joe Brown and I are going to be showing you how to install Hector, the simple climate model, as an R package. So Hector is an accessible simple climate model. There are multiple ways to run Hector. You can run it as a C++ standalone executable file using the R Hector package or through this web-based user interface called Hector UI. This video is going to be showing users how to install Hector as a R package. Please see our other online documentation if you're interested in learning more about Hector UI or the command line Hector. To prepare your machine to run our Hector, you need to install R in RStudio. Just follow along the official instructions for your machine. And for non-Windows users, after that, you'll be ready to go. If you are a Windows user, you'll need to also install something called RTools before you're able to install Hector. And my colleague Joe Brown is going to walk you through how to do this in the next video clip.
Hi everyone, I'm making this video to show you how to install RTools and specifically on Windows. Installing RTools is going to be really important because it has a collection of software used to build and compile packages from their source code. And this can be really important because many R packages are distributed as source code, which of course needs to be compiled, and so RTools is here to help us with that. There are three common versions of RTools, 4.0 or 40, 4.2 or 42, and 4.3 or 43. The newer versions, 4.2 and 4.3, are easier to install. 4.0, there is an extra step needed in order to ensure that the installation was completed correctly. For downloading your version of RTools, you want to make sure that you're downloading and installing the version of RTools that is compatible with the R version that you're running. So for example, if you're running a 4.2 version of RTools, of R, then you're going to want to use RTools 4.2. And if you're running the newest version of R 4.3, then you're going to use RTools 4.3. And then, of course, for any R version from 4.0 to 4.1.3, you're going to use RTools 4.0. So I have this linked at the bottom in the description of this video. But once you go through the installation process for your RTools version, there is a simple way to check to make sure that the installation is running correctly and that you are using the RTools version, or that your RStudio is picking up the RTools version that's compatible with your R version. And the way that we can do this just in our console is using sys.which. And we want to locate make. And RTools includes this make utility, which is used to manage and manage the building process by interpreting the package that you're trying to build's make file. And so just makes sure that the R package is built properly. And so if we run this, it will show us where our make executable is being stored. And as long as we are running our picking up this path, then we should be able to use our RTools within our session. We can check this by attempting to build a package by source. So this is a JSON light package, and if we run this line, we can build this package by source, and if this builds properly, successfully, then we know that our RTools is working properly. So we can let this run. Okay, so our RTools has run this properly, and so that shows us a little bit of proof that our RTools is installed properly. If you are using an older R version, 4.0 to 4.1.3, there is one extra step in making sure that your RTools is placed on the within the path variable, and that's this step here. And I'm going to share a link. So running this line of code is just going to indicate where your RTools software is being stored, and it places it on path so that your R environment, your RStudio environment, can actually locate it and use it. And I will navigate back to this page, which I also have linked in the below in the description of this video. And this is a short tutorial of how to install RTools properly. This specifically is in reference to our RTools 43 installer, so the newest version of R. However, if you scroll all the way to the bottom of this page, it does highlight that for RTools 4.0, the return path will be empty. So when you run that sys.which function, the return path is going to be empty. And that doesn't mean that the installation wasn't successful, but it just means that your RTools was not automatically added to the path environment variable. And so we can follow this link here, which provides a step-by-step solution for adding your RTools 4.0 to the path variable. And so right here, putting RTools on path gives you a step-by-step lines of code, which will help you to achieve that.
Okay, now we're ready for the fun part, installing Hector. And this will be the same for everyone regardless of what machine they're on. All right, so we're able to install Hector in our RStudio environment. So we'll start by loading the remotes library and then using the function install_github. And we'll have to pass it the function some information about the repository where we're pulling the package from. So that's the Jickery Hector package, so JGCRI/Hector. And then I had already had Hector installed on my machine, so I had to use the force equals true argument to install a clean build. And what's going on here is when we look at this output at the bottom of the screen, it's the C++ code that is being compiled because Hector, the model itself, is written in C++, and we have this R package that helps us with installation and then also provides us with lots of tools to interact with the model itself. So all this output is what we expect to see, and yeah, it's just kind of going to be running here for a bit. It should only take about 2 minutes. So I sped this section up a bit, but you're going to continue to see some output that's just notes about the package compiling and being installed, and you'll know you're done when you finally see done Hector. At this point, the R Hector package has been installed on your machine and it's ready for use.